Hi guys, I know it is Monday, November 21st, not Black Friday, but the thing is, some companies have already started their Black Friday prices. You see, I get some emails from companies because I review a lot of gear, so some of the companies gave me a heads up to say that they were going to start their Black Friday prices on November 21st. Companies like Sony, and I know a lot of people who watch my channel watch for the Sony videos, so we should talk about these Black Friday prices. Man, am I important. They send me emails. So there are already some banger deals out there, as the kids would say. They like to say banger. And I will list all of the products that I'm talking about in the description below, and maybe even some products I haven't talked about in the description below, because I have to get stinking rich after all. Why would I make this kind of video otherwise? So I will list all the Sony gear, but first I'm actually going to start with what I think is the best thing I have seen, and that is the Sigma Trio sale. The 16, the 30, and the 56, my three favorite all-time value lenses for the Sony system. They are APS-C lenses, but right now I'm using the 16mm right here on APS-C crop mode here on my A7 IV. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Don't pay attention to me, just pay attention to the picture. I know it is difficult, but this 16mm right now, hold on, I have it written down. It is $344 in the US right now. On Amazon, $344 for one of the best lenses that you could possibly buy for the APS-C lineup, or if you use the full frame in the APS-C crop mode. Like I use this with 4K 60 all the time on my A7 IV as well. So the only reason to not get the 16mm from Sigma is if you are going to get the 15mm f1.4 from Sony, which is on sale. We will get to that in a minute, but it's still going to be much more expensive than this 16mm. My most highly recommended lens for anybody who is budget conscious and still wants an absolutely fantastic lens. Get this 16mm. The 30mm from Sigma is also fantastic. It's another 1.4 lens, and the 30mm is $239. It's $239. I've never seen it that low in my life. $239 for the 30mm f1.4 APS-C lens. If you have an FX30, you want to get an FX30, you have any of the Sony APS-C bodies, get this 30mm lens for $239. The 56mm lens, which is the best portrait lens, I think, by far on the Sony APS-C lineup. Let's see, what's that one? $361. You could get all three lenses for $944 right now. So $361 for that really blurry background to have those nice portraits. If you like taking portraits with your APS-C camera, or you like taking video at that focal length, the 56mm, it is just the best that you can get on the Sony APS-C lineup. What a deal those three lenses are. And now, before I get to the Sony products, I will tell you the GoPro 11 is 20% off if you want to pick up a GoPro 11. What else did I find? Oh, and Ulanzi and Smallrig and Sirui are having great sales on their website. Ulanzi, you know I don't shut up about this. Where is it? The Ulanzi and Coleman F38 quick release tripod. Look at the size of this. So small, so light, so compact. It's barely over 2 pounds. And like I said, quick release. So look at my FX30s right here. And I just, there you go, quick release, take it off, done. And it has a whole quick release system. I recommend you look into that. I was just out testing the FX30 and some cinema lenses, getting, you know, all that great cinematic footage. I was pulling it off and on the tripod, just so quick, just off and on, and then it connects to my other things like this. I have the backpack quick release plate. On. I have a little tiny vlog tripod that extends out, and now it's on. I just love this system so much, and that is on sale. If you go to their website, I think you can get up to $80 depending on how much you spend. So I will leave a link to Ulanzi and their fantastic F38 system, especially that tripod. Man, oh man. And I should mention Sirui as well. They offer affordable tripods. A lot of people know them for their anamorphic lenses, and they have most of those on sale on their website. They're having a big website sale, and I love this little COB. Like, look at this. This is a 60-watt light, and it's so quiet and great, and I reviewed it very highly if you want to check that out. But go to Siray's website, through my link, of course, and see what they have to offer, and it might be some stuff that you were looking for. Speaking of stuff that you were looking for, Smallrig. Oh my God, I love everything Smallrig is putting out lately. This is my little cage here for the A7 IV. I don't have it on the A7 IV because I'm using it right now, but I just picked this up along with some other accessories to make my A7 IV, you know, a video beast, so I could use them for longer periods of time on more professional sets. And this is currently on sale for Black Friday, plus they have extra discounts for Black Friday. Go check out Smallrig's website. Oh, and if you like Apple products, and a lot of people do, B&H Photo has some discounts on some Apple products. I will link down to the B&H Apple product discount. So now we'll talk about the Sony deals. Remember, they sent me an email. Some of them are pretty enticing. The ZV1 is $100 off. So for $648, you can get a ZV1, have another angle, top-down angle, main angle, vlogging camera, little point and shoot that you can take anywhere. ZV1 will fit the bill. The A7 III is on for $300 off. So you can get this now for about $1,700 USD. So you have 2 card slots. You can take it out on professional shoots. Fantastic autofocus system. Great video features. It doesn't do 10-bit like the new A7 IV, but other than that, it is a pretty wonderful camera. So for $1,700, A7 III. Speaking of wonderful cameras, the A7C, which is probably the most underrated camera going right now. You can just take such great video. You can take great photos with that too. It has some of the same photo capabilities as the A7 III, but with that flip out screen and the unlimited record time and the ability to record the gyroscopic data, the A7C is a bit of a steal at, what is it now? It is $1,598, $200 off. So now you have a $1,600 A7C. And for those of you who do not need the 10-bit footage or something like raw output, then the A7C might be the way to go. The way to go. So if you have been looking at this camera, I think now is the time to pull the trigger. Now, for you high-resolution folks, you want to take the landscapes, the wedding photography, the portraits, the A7R III and the A7R IV are both $500 off. So the 61 megapixel A7R IV is $3,000 now, and the 42 megapixel A7R III is $2,000. So you can get a very nice camera for $2,000 that can do some very professional work. Oh, and if you're just looking to enter the full-frame Sony world, the A7 II is actually on sale, $600. So that is now less than $1,000. You can get a Sony full-frame camera that takes all those wonderful E-mount lenses for less than $1,000. So the A7 II, the battery life, not fantastic. The autofocus is not as good as something like an A7 III, but it is still a very capable camera. And if you're looking to get into the Sony full-frame world on a budget, the A7 II is now less than $1,000. Now that's it for the Sony cameras, but they discounted a bunch of their lenses as well. Let's start with the APS-C, because I know a lot of you shoot APS-C out there. Those 3 new fantastic tiny little lenses Sony put out, the 11, the 15, and the 10 to 20, they are all on sale. So the 10 to 20 f4, that's the power zoom, that's $100 off. The 15 1.4 is also $100 off. And the 11mm 1.8 is $50 off. So these are lenses that I recommend to anybody who needs these focal lengths. That 11mm is just about the best thing you can get in terms of the vlogging world, and having it another $50 off, no brainer. That 15mm is very similar in quality to the Sigma 16mm, but it has all kinds of buttons and switches, and it's small and it's light, and that is worth it for a lot of people. Nice to get $100 off that. They also put the old 10 to 18 f4, which is not a bad lens at all, $200 off. So now that is even cheaper. So if you really need that wide focal length, then it also has optical image stabilization in the lens, the 10 to 18, which is a nice bonus. I like that lens. $200 off, pretty good. They also have the 35mm f1.8 for APS-C, and that is $100 off. Now let's move on to the full frames. They put a bunch of their G Masters on sale, including this guy right here, $100 off, the 24mm G Master. They also have $100 off that fantastic 50mm f1.2, $100 off the 35 G Master 1.4 as well. you save $200 off the 16 to 35 G Master, $100 off the 12 to 24 G Master, and $100 off the original version 1 of the 24 to 70 G Master. So that makes that lens even cheaper. That's not as good as the version 2, but sometimes you don't need the ultimate version. You'll be able to get a 24 to 70 G Master on a budget. And the 100 to 400 G Master is also $100 off. Now, it's not just the G Master lenses that went on sale. They have some really great ones that I love very much. The 20mm f1.8, which if you don't get the 24mm, that 20mm is such a great value lens, and that's $100 off. That 40mm G lens, that little 2.5, that is $50 off. And we also have the 55 1.8 that people love very much. That is $100 off. And let's not forget about the 90mm macro lens that people just think is fantastic. Gerald Undone called that his favorite lens for years and years. The 90mm f1.8 macro lens. Fantastic. That is $100 off. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Now, I may have missed a couple of the lenses that they mentioned here in the email, so I will list everything down below. Have a peruse through it, click on the links, see if it floats your boat. Oh, they also put their CF Express cards on sale, a couple of them. I will link those down below as well. I think you can save $20 and $40 depending on the gigs that you pick up. So these deals are live right now, so go grab something if you want it before it sells out. That's why I wanted to make this video right away, first thing in the morning, so that if you guys want something like this and you watch the channel, you're in the know. They send me emails, I send you guys videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to get any of that stuff, what you picked up, what you didn't, what you don't like. Put it down in the comments. We'll start a little discussion. Anyway, thanks for watching this. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.